Hey there. This is a little bit of a bonus video for this week. I'm not doing any news on this one here. I have had a lot of people ask me, what is retirement like? How do you like retirement? What are you doing type thing? And it has been about 2 weeks since school has started. Yeah. Actually, three if you count the professional development, first week of school training, all that other stuff. And I'm going to say this, I kind of like it. Um, Not because I'm lazy or anything else like that, but if I don't have anything pressing, any appointments or anything like that, I truly I get to wake up and say, what do I feel like doing today? And it kind of has given me that openness right there. I will still do house cleaning. I will still cook dinner for the family. In the evening, I will still take care of family once they come home, make sure they have everything, work with them with whatever they may need, that type of thing. But I don't have any schedule that I have to keep. I don't have any push to have to be somewhere, to have to do something. And it really is kind of nice. Um, do I miss working? Part of me does, yes. But I don't miss it enough to where I'm going to go running back to it. Not yet. In a year, maybe two, that may change. It might truly change. I might sit there and say, okay, I've had enough of sitting my ass around. I've got to get back to work. Or I might just say, hey, I've got too much free time. I'm getting into trouble. I need to get back to work and stay busy. But I am not truly sad about not having to get up and go to work. And I know that kind of rubs it in the face of some people that are still teaching and still working and stuff like that. But there is a freedom that I have right now that I didn't have before. Now, I am not needing to go on a whole bunch of trips. I don't need to go out every day and do stuff and leave the house. In fact, I'm one of those people that enjoy staying at home. I enjoy doing things on my own. I enjoy the quiet. And it's something that I really do think that if you're going to retire and it's just going to be you at home for a while during the day, that you have to be comfortable in your own skin. If you cannot stand just relaxing for even a moment, if you have to be go, 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 then retirement may not be for you. It really may not. Um, for me, I've been able to get into hobbies. I've picked up books again and I've started reading. I get to do things that I want to do. I am not beholden to anybody else. And I think that's the big thing right there, is that I am not pressured. And that is really nice. It's really good to have that. What I would say Other than you have to be comfortable being by yourself. You have to be comfortable with being alone and being able to entertain yourself. That's the other thing right there, is that you have to be able to entertain yourself. If you're not easily entertained and you have to have somebody there all the time keeping you happy and interested in something, if you're not motivated to do anything on your own, hobby wise, then yeah, retirement's going to be difficult. It really is. Um, Knowing that I have other people to take care of, though, does help me. But during the days when I'm able to wake up and just kind of go, wife, daughter, they're off to work and school. What do I want to do today? I'll always go through the what do I need to do today? Like today, I need to sweep some floors, I need to empty the dishwasher, and I need to get dinner ready. But past that, my day is open. And I know some people will, there's an impossibility for them to be able to accept that. They will forever be having to have an activity, something to do, something to go where. But I'm happy with kind of being at home, making sure things are taken care of. Of course, I'm yawning a lot because I've reverted to what I've always been, a night owl. I like staying up late. I like not having to go to sleep. I go to sleep when I want to go to sleep. Um, Last night I dozed off on the couch at 10 o'clock and I went, okay, I'm going to go to bed. But then I woke up at 4 and went, okay, this is good. In an hour, I might go take a nap, get up, and then figure out what I want to do. And that's one of the great things about retirement. Do I have a community? Do I have people that I've got to go see? Yeah, I'd love to go see a lot of people, but I know that they are busy. If there were a lot of people that were retired that I knew, yeah, I would spend time with them, talk with them, that type of thing. But, and this sounds harsh, and I don't mean it to be, I am happy being here and just being. This is the thing. After basically 45, 46, 47 years of always working, never being without a job, never having to be somewhere and having to take care of something work related. Even when we owned our own store, it was always, we're there for somebody else. We can't have the store closed. We can't, do anything that would take us away from the store. Um, I just do not feel pressured anymore. And it's nice. The only person that I have to really, really answer to is myself and the wife, of course. If I don't say that, I'm going to get in trouble. um, and it's nice. I I have planned for this. I have worked toward this. I have scrimped and saved. I have done a lot of stuff. Am I going to have to cut spending on things? Yeah, I probably will. Is it worth it? Yeah. I have felt myself in a better mindset than I have before. There is not as much stress. Any stress that comes about it is self imposed stress on things. It has nothing to do with an outside influence or demand on me. Do I have to cook dinner? No, I don't have to. Do I have to clean the house? No. If I really felt like it today, I could binge watch a television show and go on cleaning and do it tomorrow. Not a problem. Will I do that? Probably not. But I have that choice. So when somebody asks, how do you like retirement? At this moment in time, I really do love it. The openness and freeness. If I wanted to go out to the park right now, I could go. If I wanted to go out and pick up something for lunch for myself, I could go. That is what is so excellent, is having that freedom. And I don't know if this is a societal commentary or not, but I think all of us want that freedom. Even when we're working, we want the freedom to be able to do what we want. We want that leisure time to be able to do more than just recover from our job. We want a career or work that is fulfilling for us, that pays our bills, but does not drain us mentally, physically, and emotionally so much that when we get home, we really can't do anything. And I say, could we? Yes. Could people do things after they get off of work? Yes, they always could. But it's that drive that's there. We are so beaten down in our workplaces. Even if you are at the best place in the world, you have a great salary, you have great coworkers, there is still a pressure that's put on you that you may not even think is there. There is still a requirement. There is still an expectation on you. And I think that that is really what is draining. And I think 99.9% of us aren't doing what we want to. Or if we are, it comes with a lot of caveats to it. I love teaching. I did love teaching. And I still do. I didn't like all of the extra. I love the kids. Even when they were a pain in my ass, I still loved the kids. I love my subject material. I was passionate about it, and that really helped, was that passion. I loved the connections that I had with my students, and I still do have with a lot of them. But am I going to miss making those connections? Yes, I will. Am I going to miss being able to see that moment when somebody gets it and I get to look at them going, yes, with the knowledge that I help them get to that understanding and get to that knowledge? Am I wanting to go running back right now? No. What type of job, if I wanted to, would I be going back to? I don't know right now. I really don't. So much has changed in education over the past couple of decades that it doesn't look the same as what it once was. With that being said, am I happy that I retired? Yeah, I kind of am. There's always going to be a piece in the back of my mind that's going to tell me you retire too soon. You should have waited another year. You could have kept going. You could have stayed for another 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you retired. But I am happy that I didn't listen to that voice. The freedom to do day to day what I want is really nice. The enjoyment that I'm getting out of being in the space that my wife and I created, our family has created here, and enjoying it has really helped out a lot. The fact that I get to indulge in hobbies that I haven't for decades. I'm back to painting miniatures. I'm back to, you know, starting to play miniature wargaming. I'm back to enjoying that hobby that I stepped away from for a while, a long, long while. And I am glad that I'm able to pick it back up. I'm finding new things to be excited about. Is there money involved? Yes, there always is going to be money involved with that. But if I said I am not going to spend another dime on my hobby for the next 2 months, I've got enough that I can paint, that I can create, and that I can play with, to put it bluntly, that I am happy to do. Overall, work towards your retirement. You may not think it, but retirement is a prize at the end of the tunnel. It's like playing a video game and beating that final boss. You've finished the game. You've won. Your character can now ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after, or whatever. With the knowledge that if you wanted to, you could go back, start the game again. With the knowledge that you could do it all over again, but you don't have to. Because you've won. You've beaten that game. And now, if you go back, you're doing it just for fun. And I think that that is one of the things that I'm looking at right now, is that if I go back out into the workforce and I am not enjoying myself, or I have a boss or a manager or an atmosphere that I don't enjoy, that doesn't bring me happiness, I could just go and walk away without fear, without regrets, without the, oh my God, what am I going to do for my next job? And I think that's the big kicker there. I have the freedom and the finances to choose. Now, with that being said, is there one pressure about retiring that is there? Yes, money. Do you have enough? Are you going to be able to cover your expenses? How are you going to live? Are my investments enough? Is my pension going to be enough? Do I even have a pension? Am I going to be able to live off of Social Security? Is my house paid off and all of these other things paid off? There is that pressure there, and there's a lot of homework that you have to do beforehand. I didn't come into retirement on a whim. There's a lot of thought put into it. There's a lot of math that was done as well before I even approached my family about it. And I found, yeah, we're able to. And I have got a 3, 5, and 10-year plan right now of basics on how things are, with the knowledge that my wife in 3 years, she may, if she wants, she has the ability to be able to retire herself if she wants to. If I want to go back to education, I want to become a teacher again, I have to wait a year. I have to wait a full calendar year to be able to become a teacher again full time. And that's if I wanted to. For an anecdote, my daughter's starting junior high. We went to the Meet the Teacher night, and standing there, an old student of mine. When I say old, I mean like from when I was at Conroe High School, mid 2000s student. And her student, her child, was going into the 8th grade. That made me feel old, first off. But her first thing is, you have to go back to Conroe High School. I'm like, oh, okay, why? You have to teach my kid. And I get that a lot. I get that a lot from people, is that they want me to teach their kid. And to me, that's the highest compliment. So I don't mind. I truly don't mind. The truth is that I don't know if I am. I don't know if I'm, right now, I am not ready to go back. I'll update on how things are going with retirement. I will. I may do a monthly or bi-monthly thing that says, hey, retirement's still great. But I think within our society, we have to get away from the mindset that once you retire, you're forgotten. Once you retire, people will disregard you. Once you retire, you are less of a person within society and you're more just kind of there. Because we're not. People that have retired live great lives. They contribute. I've thought about volunteering. I mean, there's just so much stuff to go on with it. But I'm going to tell you this right now, especially my younger viewers. Look at doing investments now. And look at cutting out some of the things that you do right now so you can save money for those investments. So that when you do get to my age, you will have that capital as a backup for that retirement. And that's the big thing that I'm going to say. Always look towards your future. If you're in your 20s, definitely start now. You don't even have to start big, but start. If you're in your 30s, you're going to need to start a lot more. If you're in your 40s, you need to catch up big time. As much as you can. Even if that means going back to college days and eating ramens and beanie weenies. You have to invest that money. You have to save that money for your future so you can retire. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, I've prattled on enough. I will update things as we go along and how I'm feeling and how retirement is. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, all those things that are down here wherever for you. Hit those. I do want to be part of people's lives still. I don't want to be obsolete or forgotten or anything else like that. I do want to be able to bring my opinions, my viewpoints, all of that into the world, and YouTube is allowing me to do that. If you're interested in a subject, let me know. Also, if you want me to do like a retirement thing of how was I able to get here? How was I able to retire when I, at this point in time financially? Then let me know. I can help you with some advice on what you can do. Okay. With the understanding that I'm not any type of economics specialist. I'm not a economist. I am not a professor in this area, but I'm going from what my experiences are and what my um, life and lifestyle work toward. Okay. So until next time, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want me to talk about. That is not news and current events, and I will be more than happy to talk about that stuff. Okay. You have a great day. Make sure you go out and touch grass, and don't let the world bring you down. Bye.